The Mavericks went all in trading for Kyrie Irving at the start of February. What happened after could be called a disaster. Dallas won only 8 times in 26 games, finishing 11th, with Luka Doncic expressing his frustrations in one of his post-game interviews.
I used to have really fun smiling on court, but it's just been so frustrating. For a lot of reasons, not just basketball.
In the end, Luka hints at some possible issues off the court, but on the hardwood, their biggest problem was quite clearly the defense, which ranked as the 4th worst since the 9th of February. The Kyrie trade did not improve their already great offense as much as it weakened their defense, which got worse by 4.3 points per 100 possessions. Before we dig deeper into this analysis, please hit that subscribe button because at 75k subs, we are doing a giveaway of Nikola Jokic jersey. Now, the suffering of the Mavs defense post-trade wasn't that hard to expect. Their best defender Dorian Finney-Smith left for Brooklyn, and replacing a lengthy on-ball defender in a switching system with an offense-oriented guard was never going to give a positive boost on this side of the court. But it also had a huge domino effect. Luka's lack of effort, tiredness, and simply bad defense was brought under the brighter lights. Similar to what happened last year in the playoffs. Dallas are most likely going to search for a real rim protector in the upcoming summer market, but what should Luka improve in order to make the Mavericks a real playoff team? Let's examine some of his defensive possessions from the last 2 months of the season. First of all, it is the lack of intensity from Luka, the lack of desire to play defense that stands out. I know it is Jeremy Sohan out of all players that Luka is guarding here, a 25% shooter from 3, but laziness was a theme late in the season. Doncic himself mentioned the intensity in the same post-game interview.
We gotta show we care, and it started with me first. I just gotta lead this team, being better, play harder, and it's on me.
Now, what does he mean by that? The Slovenian stance usually isn't good enough to be ready when the opponents attack him. He is standing still with Tobias Harris in front, not influencing him right where the screen is coming from, and that allows the 76ers forward to easily reject and go past him. One more detail, check the pointing finger defense here. That's been an issue as well with the Mavs switching system. Luka relaxes way too early if he sees a pick nearby, even when they are actually not set. Against the Pelicans, he could simply cut under the handoff and stay with his own man, but points a finger to his teammate who is not ready for this, and the Mavs get punished. In the next clip against the Bucks, it's a popular back screen into a handoff action, and Luka again expects a switch before the screen actually happens. Doncic stays back, but Grayson Allen slips it at the last second, making Dinwiddie late, and the Mavs defense looks silly. Despite Kyrie's arrival, Luka's offensive workload remained enormous, thus meaning he has to rest on some possessions defensively. Obviously, he's never guarding the main ball handlers to start the possession, so he can chill for some time, but teams are targeting him one way or another, because this is how easy it is to create an open shot if Luka is guarding almost any off-ball action.
Dallas back to 10 points in terms of the depth. Bad miss, but Grimes chased down his own miss and then got hung.
He gets in behind way too easily or quickly. Take this possession as an example. The Celtics run their offense uninterrupted as Horford's flat screen forces problems for Luka to get around, and then he is always one step late. Helping from a strong side one pass away isn't ideal, especially with Horford shooting a career-high 45% from deep this season. Or this clip against the Knicks where he guards Quentin Grimes, a pure shooter with 39% from downtown. He gets an average contest against him, but he doesn't do anything before to prevent it from happening, as Grimes can run in a straight line before receiving the ball in a zoom action and then make a free. Late in the season, it was obvious Luka played either fatigued or through injury. He could be seen visibly limping in various games, and I'm not sure if participating in the European Championship right before the NBA season started played a part, but his stamina and physical condition could be questioned. If he wants to win and be the greatest, I think he has to follow a rigorous Steph Curry conditioning routine. They both have incredibly high usage rates on offense, with Curry running an insane amount of kilometers without the ball, while while defensively they are the #1 targets for the all other 29 coaches in the league. Before we look into isolation situations, I wanted to inform you about the premium platform that we have on our site. BasketNews Plus offers you a great deal of additional basketball content, including my weekly breakdowns of EuroLeague teams and players, an ability to see and ask questions for the special Urbanus Q&A episodes, and to be included in a super active WhatsApp group with other basketball junkies from around the world. Go check all the extra content and offers we have right now at basketnews.com/plus. Now, going back to the video, when playing against the Mavericks, teams constantly navigate their offense in a way where the man guarded by Luka is setting the screen, preferably early in transition. In situations like these, Doncic is often helpless. Dame Lillard, Anthony Edwards, and other fairly explosive players have too much room and speed to drive past the Slovenian, as he is not able to keep them in front for long. This is where dominoes start falling.
Mavericks are only 1 for 5 on threes in the third quarter. A drive, a spin, a fancy finish.
Here, it's Trae Young in front of him. Doncic opens up too much, giving Young a freeway to the rim too quickly, and the weak side can't get there in time to at least force the other team to kick it out and allow Dallas to start scrambling around the court. Other times, when the weak side tries to help, it opens up second chance opportunities just as the defender tries to block a shot. If Luka was able to stay in front for just a moment longer, that in my eyes would already change the whole picture by a lot. But right now, it's easy drives most of the time. Moreover, it's also the main reason why a high-level rim protector should be a #1 priority over the summer for Dallas. I'm intrigued by your opinions, so leave a comment down below which big man you think would fit the best with the Mavericks. Because no one really can expect Doncic and Kyrie to hold their own on every possession. Not at all. The NBA players are so talented, but a slightly better individual defense and a solid paint-free roaming help-side defender could do wonders for Dallas.
Now Halliburton goes inside, and Halliburton has 2 more.
Luka has other weaknesses too. For example, he jumps on shot fakes way too much. He is quite good at contesting stepbacks from guards due to his height, but sometimes he looks too relaxed believing in these. Also, on those occasions when the Mavs were in drop coverage with Kleber, who was out for a big chunk of games this year, Luka's effort wasn't inspiring. He had a hard time navigating the screen and not getting tangled in it, as Kleber was left in a 2v1 situation often. Despite showing you all of these clips, I'm pretty sure Luka's defense and simultaneously Dallas's defense could improve significantly. Why? Here's a series of consecutive defensive stops in the clutch time against Atlanta. The Hawks did what every other team in the league is used to: bring Luka's man to set the screen, get the matchup they want, and attack. Luka held Young and DeJounte Murray without the points in 5 possessions out of 6, showing the necessary footwork and intensity to stop the drives while contesting solidly on step-back attempts.
Played his first 40 games of the season. Young on the bounce, and Luka blocks Trae Young.
This was some excellent stuff from Luka, getting stops from guards that averaged 20 and 26 points respectively. That was also rare. Other times when he seemed great was the possessions against below-average shooters, where he could keep distance, limiting the opponent's quickness advantage. Yes, situation in Dallas is quite frustrating. This season was a complete waste of Luka's talents. Many roster question marks are looming, and with a complete rebuild not possible, it is up mainly to Luka to improve this offseason. That's why maybe taking an example from Curry could help. Let me know if you agree in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.